Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Whisker River. Today I'm outside of Spring City, Tennessee. I'm fishing an old boat ramp that don't get used anymore. This is actually my first time fishing this spot, so I don't know what to expect. It's cold. It's probably about 45 degrees. The water temperature is roughly about 45 degrees as well. I'm only using 2 rods today. I'm using 2 flavors though. I put a fresh gizzard shad on the one I got out here to the left. Then I threw out straight off the end of the dock here with my 12-foot rod. I'm using cut skipjack on it. My first time fishing here, I didn't know what to expect. The rod I got out here to my side, it felt like it was probably close to 10-15 foot of water. And the one I threw straight out, it felt like it hit pretty deep water, about 25-30 foot. So the colder weather today, I'd say they might be hugging the bottom. It's been cold the last few nights. We had an Arctic blast come through. It was supposed to be a lot worse, but we did get the cold temps. We just didn't get the snow and stuff with it. I wanted to speak a little bit about that in my video, and I will here for long. Like I said, I've never fished this spot, so I don't know what to expect. I know I got a south wind blowing at me, southeast wind. It's a cold wind. I'm not liking that. I don't mind the cold, but the cold and the wind, that sucks. I just got the lines thrown out. It could be a pretty slow bite today, if any. This is Backwaters off of Spring City. But we're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna see what happens. Hopefully we can get on a good fish here. I looked this spot up on Google Earth. That's how I found it. And then I went on Navionics and I kind of researched it a little bit on Navionics, see what kind of structures on the bottom underneath the water, how deep and whatnot, kind of what way to throw. And it looked like it could be a good spot this time of year. There could possibly be a winter hole just straight out in the front there. And that's what it felt like. It felt like I was hitting about 25-30 foot of water. So hopefully we can get on something. Let's see what happens. Just from looking around, I got a real steep embankment down this side over here, which tells me that side probably runs pretty deep. Once you get down to the water, it's probably the same way as what it is up above here on the shore. It's probably a real steep ledge, and I'm seeing a lot of structure in it as well. This could be a spot that I come back this spring and I throw some live baits with the float, just see if there's any flatheads hid up inside that structure. But also, that goes to say too, I threw my line out straight here and I was telling you, it felt like I hit 25-30 foot. That'd be about right according to that incline off this hill down to the bank. Looks like it just keeps going down at that same slope under the water. Now this side, it's more flat. So that's why I hit the shallower water over there. That's one way of reading the river, is always look at your banks. Look what's around you, and you can get an idea of what's down underneath the water, where you're going to be fishing, what kind of structure you're going to be in. Nice fish. Don't feel too bad. And I just realized I don't have my landing net. Oh, he just spit it. He just spit it. That felt like a real nice fish. Yeah, he just spit that. Man, that makes me mad. Let's get it baited up, get it back out there. And that was on the skipjack. and that was in the deep water, so they're sitting down pretty deep. These are new hooks I bought. They're 12-aught Gamakatsu, but they got the outside barb on them. I've never used them, so I really didn't know what to think of them. And the way that fish come off, I may not like them, but we'll give them a shot. I didn't want to bring that fish up too fast because I knew he was sitting in deep water. I wanted to give him time to decompress. All right, I'm here at spot number 2. I sat at that other spot till I got cold. I thought, well, I'm gonna park or go somewhere where I can park close to where I'm fishing. I can actually keep an eye on my car too. That had me a little nervous. This ain't the spot that I had planned. The spot I had planned, I know I can get on some good fish. I've done it. And I got there, and there's a barge probably 75 feet out from where I fish, and they're building a brand new big dock. So there's all sorts of ruckus in the water. Kind of disappoints me because that's a good spot that I like to fish, and I don't know if that's going to be available to me anymore, depending on how this dock is out there, or if somebody's moving in, you'll start building on the property. It's hard to say. It's getting harder and harder to find good spots from the bank. I do know that. You can hit these boat ramps and stuff, but there's a lot of people around them. I like secluded spots where people don't really go, but that's getting harder and harder to do anymore. Anyhow, I'm here at this spot. I'm outside of Rockwood, Tennessee. I'm still on Watts Bar Lake. The water's a little more calm here. There is a little current. I have caught fish here. I've caught numbers of fish here, but I've never caught nothing real big here. Don't mean I won't, and don't mean you can't anyhow, but I do know you can catch fish here. Usually dinks, I think maybe the largest I've caught here was close to maybe 22 pound dink. But you never know, you could get on something good here. They do come up in here to feed. There is a creek bed. It runs back, runs actually about back of the cove, runs into a creek. So bait fish move in and out of here. Wouldn't even be possible this time of year to get on a skipjack maybe if I threw a fully spoon out. They do like these little backwater coves. I'm at the front of it, kinda. Not really at the front, but just in a little bit. So there is a chance something could be moving in here. I actually see something breaking water over there. That could be a skipjack poking his head up. Kind of looked like it was. I may get my bait rod out and throw a fully spoon while I'm waiting on something to take these. Anyhow, I got 3 lines out now. I'm not using gizzard shad. I didn't have nothing hit the gizzard shad earlier, which is surprising. This time of year, usually gizzard shad will do better over skipjack. But at the last spot, it didn't. So I'm going to go ahead and stick with skipjack for now and see what happens. I'm not throwing as large a pieces of bait as I was at the other spot. For the simple fact is, I haven't actually never got a big fish here. I've caught numbers of the smaller ones, but I never have got on big fish. But if there is a big fish in here, it don't mean he won't grab a smaller bait. But anyhow, we're going to sit here with these 3 lines out for a little while. I got a spot here where the wind's blocked, so that helps out. And we're going to see if something grabs one of these. right. I had something hit the first rod there. He hit it pretty good, knocked it off the rod holder. I thought I had the drag opened up enough on that open face reel for him to run with it, but I guess I didn't. Either that or it was just something small and he bounced it pretty hard. Scared me at first though. I thought I might lose my rod. Don't feel like a bad fish. No, he don't feel bad at all. He's way out there. No, he don't feel bad. Oh, now he's running to me. There we go. I don't want him to run me in my other line. He don't feel bad. He ain't coming up yet. Done.
Okay.
He's a nice one.
Yeah, cat, ain't it? Or blue?
Blue.
Blue cat?
Yeah.
That's good eating there.
Yeah. He's a nice one. He was fun to catch.
Yeah.
That's bystanders there watching. Not a bad fish. Like I said, there's not no monster fish that I've ever caught out of here. Don't mean it ain't possible, but I did get one. I knew I could catch some fish here. He's probably 20-pound class. I'm gonna go ahead and get a weight on him. $19.5, so yeah, like I say, he's about a 20-pound fish. That's about the biggest I've caught out of here. Right around this size, but it don't mean you will not get a big one. They do come in here. They do come in here to eat. There he is, fellas. Let's set him back in the water, get another one. He'll find his way out of there. When I caught that fish, you could see there was mud on the side of it. He was down in that mud. They're staying buried. There he goes. Let's get another. Well, everybody, I'm about to call it quits. I was able to get one fish for you today, and I missed one. It felt like a nice one at the first spot I was at. I was using the 12-aught Gamakatsu outer barb hook. I should have went with the big Gamakatsu big cat hooks, regular, you know, circle hook. I've never used those with the outside barb on them. I didn't know it when I ordered them. Now I got them, I got looking at them and noticed they were different. I didn't really think it'd make much difference, and it may not have. Could have just been coincidence that fish spit the bait, but it may not have been as well. It's definitely not a good experience with the new hook. Lose a good fish right off the bat, first time. But anyhow, I moved to this spot. This wasn't my prime spot to go to. They're building a dock and they had a barge in the water where I wanted to go. So I came here. I knew this spot don't produce really no big fish. Don't mean it won't, but you can get a decent, respectable fish. And I did catch a 19-pounder for camera. I had little channel cat bites, it looked like. If I sat here and waited it out, I probably could get another one. I knew the bite would be slow. I'm fighting a full moon tonight, and the way the weather's been, it's been crazy. I knew that was going to mess with the fish. They've also been running this water down quite a bit in the last few days. That changes your bite. That can really mess it up. But anyhow, I'm glad I got to catch you a backwater winter blue. Really, that's about it. I wish I could have caught some more for the camera, so we had some more action, but it is what it is. Maybe next time we can. I'm still chasing the trophy fish. And one of these days I'm going to get her on camera for y'all. I'm going to give it just a little bit longer here, and we'll see if something grabs the line. If not, I'm going to pack up and head home. Thanks for watching. Please hit that like button. If you're new, please subscribe, share my videos, help me get this channel going. As it starts to warm up, I'll be putting more fish on. And I hope I'll be putting bigger fish on at that as well. Anyhow, thank you all. I appreciate it. This is Whisker River. I'm going to see if I can't get another one here in the next few minutes. If not, I'm signing out. Thank you all.